I call this look, bruh girl, try something new. Does anyone else feel like they're cosplaying as somebody else every time they wear anything other than a t-shirt or a flannel? Because I do. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, this is me, but this is who I want to be, whereas t-shirt, flannel, jeans, that's who I am. I wanted to wear cute little space buns, even though my hair is like literally so long. So I have to kind of like just do little half ups. I feel like I'm cosplaying and not in a good way. So I figured for today, let me get a little closer. I feel like I'm lounging, but that's kind of the vibe for today. I hate that I said that word, ew. But that's kind of the general vibe. I have some coffee, caffeine, because I am absolutely dead inside. And without it, I would not be a person. We're just gonna chill. We're just gonna talk, okay? Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Nice. With that being said, today I'm going to be talking about some retelling. These are books that are on my immediate radar, my I need to read as quick as possible list, which consists of about, let's be honest, 100 books. I wish I was lying. Let me put this coffee down before I spill it, but hold on. I gotta get that last sip in before it gets cold because I know I'm gonna be talking a lot. First book on the list, Forest of 1,000 Lanterns. From what I can gather, this is actually a villainous story. So it follows a peasant girl who has dark magic, and she actually leaves her small village on an evil quest to rule the land. That sounds so good. Are you kidding? I don't know what it is, but lately I'm obsessed with like more villainous stories. I just read The Shadows Between Us. It was not. So if you have any recommendations for more evil characters or like more ambiguous, morally gray characters, give them to me, please. Thank you. The next one is actually an Anastasia retelling, and it is Blood Heir. This follows the main character, Anna, and when her father is brutally murdered, everyone suspects it's her. In an attempt to clear her name, she actually befriends a crime lord and starts a journey to uncover who actually murdered her father. I was obsessed with the movie Anastasia as a kid. I'm pretty sure if you were to talk to my mom, she'd say that I watched it like 1,000 times in a week. It would just constantly be replaying, and that hasn't changed as an adult. While I don't watch it 1,000 times a week, I do genuinely really like Anastasia the movie. So when I saw that there was a book based on Anastasia, I was all for it. I did, however, find a couple more, but I've heard some bad reviews, so I will be updating you if I find any more good Anastasia retellings. The next book I have a physical copy of, and you would have seen it in a previous video. It is actually Spin the Dawn. This one is described as Project Runway meets Mulan. This follows the main character Maya, and she dreams of being one of the greatest tailors in all of the land. Unfortunately, she cannot because she is a female. So she decides to dress up as a male in hopes to not only achieve her dream, but to also save her family from ruin. I've heard great things about this book. I have not read it yet, and I cannot wait to dive into it this month. The next book is Scavenge the Stars, and this is actually a retelling of Count of Monte Cristo. This follows the main character, Amaya, who actually saves a stranger drowning, and because of that, she gains a new identity and a ton of money. With this newfound identity, she decides that she's going to track down the man who ruined her family and took away her previous life. The next one is Ruin Song, and this is a retelling of The Little Mermaid. However, it is LGBTQ, which I'm excited for. This is a dark fantasy about two rival women who have to come together in an attempt to reunite their country, while all the while wrestling an evil queen, dark magic, and their feelings for one another. The next book on the list is These Feathered Flames. This is a Russian LGBTQ retelling of The Firebird. This follows the main character who has been away training her magical abilities her entire life. However, when her mother is unexpectedly murdered, she has to come back to her kingdom. Alongside her sister, she has to not only uncover who murdered their mother, but also who is next in line for the throne. And apparently we have a theme going on because the next one is also LGBT. It is Malice, and it is a sapphic retelling of Sleeping Beauty. Again, I love books where the main character is the villain, so I am super stoked for this one. The next is Shadow in the Glass. I'm not much of a Cinderella kind of person. I never really have been. However, this one looks pretty good. Essentially, at the stroke of midnight, Ella is granted 7 wishes. However, they all come with a price to pay. The next on the list is a book that's coming out this month, and that is Goldspun, and this is one of my most anticipated books of the month. It looks so good. It's a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin. Essentially, the main character saves a fae in the woods and is granted a couple of wishes, and it's about their journey they go on because of that. And the last book on the list is another recent release, and it is Ariadne. In this book, the princess falls in love with a prince who has decided that he is going to sacrifice himself to the Minotaur beneath her palace. However, she has to decide whether she's going to kill the Minotaur to save the love of her life, or if she's going to let the love of her life die. However, if she decides that she is going to kill the Minotaur, she's not only betraying her family, but also her entire country, and it is about the difficult decision she has to make between the two. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below letting me know any of your favorite retellings, but also any that are on your immediate TBR, because I would love to grow my TBR because I have absolutely no self-restraint. I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.